Some truths are silenced not because they're wrong, but because they challenge the comfort of our society. Good morning, everyone. I am Pallavi Sharma from Daffodil Boarding School, and today I am here to talk about something that our society has framed as something shameful: menstruation. This is not just my story. It is the story of millions of girls sitting there in the classroom who are afraid to stand up just because they don't know what if they have stained their uniforms. This is not just my story. It is the story of every other woman who hides her pain because the world tells her that your pain is not real enough to matter. So today, I want to speak to my younger self. Dear younger me, I can see you. I see you anxious and panicked, staring at the stain on your uniform, clueless and heart pounding, hoping that no one else has noticed this, running towards the washroom, wrapping your sweater in your waist. I remember when I first got my period, I was scared. I had no idea. I was too afraid that the world would know that my body has betrayed me now. I gathered all of my courage and ran towards the washroom, scrubbing my uniform with shaking hands, cracking of voice, because I had no clue, no idea. So that day, my dear, I learned that my body was something I needed to hide. I remember sitting in my classroom, uncomfortable because of the period cramps twisting inside me. That time, I raised my hand and asked my teacher, could I go to the nurse's office? My teacher rolled her eyes and said, periods aren't an excuse to get out of the classroom. That day, the boys snickered. The girls looked down. That day, my dear, I realized and I learned that my pain was not real enough to matter. I remember going for a sleepover at my friend's house when I got my period unexpectedly. I looked through my bag, nothing. I asked my friend if she had a spare one, hoping she would, but her mother overheard our conversation and said, why didn't you bring your own? Girls need to be more careful. As if we were a different species, as if our bodies were burdens that we needed to manage better. And that day, my dear, I learned that my body and asking for help was a failure. I remember when a male classmate cracked a crude joke on me. I remember when I realized that even women around me whispered about it and avoided saying the word period as if it was something dirty. So I learned. I learned to suffer in silence. I learned to swallow the pain. I learned to double bag my sanitary pads at the shop, as if it was a secret I wasn't supposed to have. So why is it that boys get to brag about their first shave, but girls are ashamed about their first period? Why is it that people are proud of being pregnant, but are ashamed of the process that makes it possible? So girls, you are not here to shrink down. You are here to take up space. And whenever they laugh and tell you, it's just a period, remind them it's not just a period. It is the bloodline of generations within you. It is the undefinable power within you. So, my dear younger me, whenever you will see yourself in the mirror in future, you will never see a girl who is scared or a girl who is afraid to express herself. You will be seeing a girl who expresses herself now, who speaks, who fights, and who refuses to let the society decide what parts of herself she must hide. And that day, my dear younger me, you will be free. Thank you. Have a great day.